welcome to my humble abode. So, thank you for coming over, but also, I know that you had been talking about wanting to go to like a face clinic recently, and you know, those, those appointments and stuff like that, they're pretty expensive, you know. So not everyone really can go to one. And like, I feel like you can learn anything on YouTube nowadays. So I've been watching like a lot of, you know, Dr. Darling stuff and Dr. GB's stuff. And I think that we can just like DIY this. Don't you think so? I mean, yeah, like I was playing around and I think that my nose looks pretty good. I mean, I don't have a mirror here, but yeah. I have one right over there. You can just like stand up and look in the mirror if you want to see. But yeah, I got like a little DIY situation going on, and I've been like trying it out myself. So I was like, dude, let's invite my bestie over and we can like, I can do your face and you can do like mine, and I think that would be so much fun. What do you say? I know that's like kind of the reason that you came over today, but I just wanted to like you know, make sure that you were still okay with it. Okay, cool. So in every single one of the videos that I was watching on YouTube, they always like bring up the pictures of the like the shapes that they want to do. So I am going to let's see. I'm gonna pull them up right here. So I'm gonna just type in on my iPad. And okay. Oh my god, I think this is the exact picture that I've literally like seen them use. That's so funny. Okay. Okay. So this is manicure.com/Australia. And so, what do you call it? I mean, it probably helps that I do have some art skills or whatever. So we have, let me get the pencil. Okay, so here are the eye shapes that I found. We have upturned eyes, close set eyes. They have monolid eyes. What do you call it? They have them listed here, but I just wouldn't be comfortable like drawing them on, because like, for example, I wouldn't get monolid eyes because I'm not East Asian, and it seems like, I don't know, someone who's not East Asian getting these would kind of like make it seem like they were trying to mislead people into thinking that they were like someone who's totally not, you know what I mean? Let's not even, no. Then they have downturned eyes. I can actually zoom in and get a closer look. And so that means like versus upturned, that's when it's going up like that, and then downturn is when it's going like down. And how to say, to be honest, I feel like you can get that look just with like eyeliner and stuff like that. But what do you call it? Like, this is sort of an option for like, well, actually, no. The tear ducts of upturned eyes are actually lower, and the tear ducts for downturned eyes are actually higher up over here. Interesting. I don't know how I would call mine then. And you have wide set eyes. And then you have protruding eyes. I don't know where some of the names of these come from. Here are sort of similar to what you have right now. The hooded eyes. I know that, people always complain that, what do you call it? That when you have hooded eyes, like you do your makeup and then it disappears. Then we have almond eyes, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure almond eyes are like when you have astigmatism. I'm not that sure, but and then round eyes. These look kind of like an anime character. I definitely would say this looks kind of like your typical anime character, or maybe shoujo character whose eyes are like so big. So, what eye shape were you thinking? Nothing before anything else. What eye shape? Okay, so you're tired of your hooded eyes, and you definitely want like something that is you can experiment a lot of looks with. Okay, so maybe you want more like round eyes that are like big enough for you to, as you look at the eyelid space here, and it's like, whoa, that is a lot of eyelid space, So maybe that's kind of what you're looking for. Okay, I can respect that. I can respect it. Okay, and then we are going to do, we didn't talk about color. Well, so when you go to the clinic, of course, they have like every single color under the sun. These are the colors that came with my kit. My DIY face kit. Let me just get them. Okay. So here are all of them. So even though it's not like every single color under the sun, it's quite a few. So we have yellow, if you want to look like, if you want to look like that, the girl from Chainsaw Man, or the Bokuto from how to say, Haikyuu. Then we have this magenta color that is super hot. Definitely, I would say it's super hot. This would be so eye-catching and stuff like that. We actually have a couple shades of pinkish. So we have a light Barbie pink. Yeah. A light Barbie pink. Then we have this hot pink, and then this fuchsia colored one. We could also do if you're into that, a sort of how do you call that? Heterochromia? Yeah, heterochromia. You also have this cool gray. Gray is such a, I feel like people who wear grays and blacks and stuff like that are just neutral and cool, So I have this sort of, is this I guess all grays are cooler. Gray, and then I also have this very interesting orange. it also would be really cool to do like, I don't know, like something wild. Like this lilac, something totally unnatural. That's the fun of like actually doing this, right? This is a darker purple, really cool. And then lastly, we have these. I guess this is more like realistic, a blue, a green, the vibes, you know? And then this silver. It obviously is not going to end up being that reflective in your eye socket, but it's like a cooler silver tone. And then we also have this bronzy brown color, which again, most people, it's pretty unpopular because brown is like the most popular eye color. I think that it is like beautiful, but people who have brown eyes just don't listen to me. But this kind of like can add a little bit of like yellowness, and like it'll look maybe a little bit cooler than normal brown eyes. So there's that. So, you can just think about that while I show you the other shapes. So let's talk about eyebrows. Oh, eyebrow shapes. Oh, yes. So you had seen like some eyebrow shapes, and this is on Head Covers Unlimited something. And these are just basic shapes. We can also do things like cut off the tail and stuff like that, make them like farther apart, closer together, whatever like suit your eyes. And I would hope that you trust me a little bit on that. But yes, these are like the basic of the basic ones, like this. And so we have, you know, a soft angled arch, or a rounded, sort of like straighter, rounded vibe. S-shaped. I think that's kind of like how my eyebrows look right now. Or maybe they're more like, they used to be really, really angled. Like in the early 2010s, my eyebrows were really, really angled. And now that I look back at it, hate it. Do not like. They also made them really, really thin. But when I started going to college, I stopped getting my eyebrows done. And I don't know. I feel like it suits me better. And then they have S-shaped and angled arch. Oh yes, and then like literally, not even just like rounded, straight across. I think I would have to like freaking grow all the hair here and shave so much to get it straight across. But yeah. Again, you can just like ruminate about these options. You can just ruminate on them. I hope I'm using that word correctly. All right. So then, I guess maybe we'll move down. Okay. So then I guess that would be nose is next. Nose. Shapes. And this is a bit, also, like, when you think about this, you don't have to, like, commit to getting rid of, like, your whole face and stuff like that. I think that typically features that are considered, like, ugly and stuff like that, tend to have, like, sort of weighted reasons to say this as sensitive as possible. And when you think about like, oh, who are the people who have those features that are considered ugly, or what parts of the world are associated with those parts of like those facial features, it's like, so like any part of your face that you feel like it is like part of your identity and stuff like that, I would say, like, don't feel like, oh, I need to look like this Eurocentric beauty standard, you know what I mean? You can be yourself, and you can have like, especially like at our ages, I know that we have like lots and lots of insecurities and stuff like that, and like, I don't look like a model, but what I'm trying to say is, you are beautiful just the way you are. Don't feel like, oh my god, I need to look like this perfect model that has probably like also had a procedure done, that being said, okay, we have some nose shapes. Okay, so I remember in like middle school, nose shapes were like such a thing. Everyone wanted a teeny tiny nose, like as if your nose didn't exist. But there are more noses in the entire world. Not everyone wants a nose that basically is non-existent. So we have a straight across nose. That means it goes like boom. Then we have a convex nose, and it's sort of like a more of a sloping shape. We have some lines of action in this. Then we have a concave, and that is more like even more sloped. Like if this is a pretty steep slope, like I would be pretty scared. Oh jeez, what is that? Yeah, I would be pretty scared to roller skate, skateboard, anything down this slope. This one, I would still be like pretty scared, but I could like, get over it eventually. We got wavy. I think my mom's nose looks kind of like this, but I don't know if my nose looks like this. And then we have lowered, which I guess is like this tip of the nose, and this one's a little bit lower. Raised, so like a little bit more upturned. The tip of the nose, oh my god, that would be a disaster. I'm so sorry. And then straight across as well. Yes, that makes sense. The contour of the nose and then the base of the nose. I'm so silly. Yes, so those are the contour shapes. So you can like even do like a different contour shape and then a nose shape, the vibes. And lastly, we are gonna look up some lip shapes. Okay, so next we're gonna talk lips. I feel like, what do you call it? I feel like if you don't want to do like your whole eyes or your whole nose and stuff like that, maybe it's like part of your identity and stuff like that, you could like totally just do the lips. Like, and I feel like your lips and your eyebrows, you can change up your whole look, like totally, without like really messing with your nose and your eyes and stuff like that. Okay, so this is on skincraft.com. Gotta, give credit where credit is due. Then we have a couple lip shapes, okay? So we got some full lips. That is when the top and the bottom lip are like both pretty full. I think that these are like considered very sexy and sultry and like how to say, hot, Then we have heavy upper lips, And that's obviously when the upper lips are a little bit bigger and more pronounced. Yeah. I don't have that much to say about that. I feel like most people just want like really full lips. Then we have wide lips. I'm gonna be completely honest. I can't tell that much of a difference between those. We have round lips. These are totally giving me like old Hollywood. You know, like the not too like big, but like more round and stuff like that. So maybe if that's like your aesthetic, you would like that. Heavy lower lips. I think that's kind of like more like how my lips look. I don't have like that. I have a pronounced top lip, but like my bottom lip is definitely heavier. I'm just gonna skip the thin lips. I don't know anyone who wants thin lips. Yeah, even though like, you know, thin lips are a thing and they're natural, they're fine. I just don't know anyone who wants thin lips, you know what I mean? So, I'm just gonna skip that one. If you really want it, you can go to a clinic and have them do it, because I'm not doing that to my friend. Then we have downturn lips, so that's when the corner is like down a little bit. Heart-shaped lip. No, these are giving me old Hollywood. These are giving me all the medals. Oh, that is cute. I might have to try and do those on myself because they're hot. And then bow-shaped lips. I guess maybe, is that shaped like a bow? Maybe it's shaped like a bow. I don't see it, but they're kind of cute. I definitely think like, yeah, not too much variation with these, but I think that like, you know, they can really change up your look and your style and stuff like that. Okay, so breathe in. We're just gonna think. I'm gonna think for a second about what we want. And I'm going to prepare the goods. So I'm gonna get the little solvent. And by the way, like, we can totally get your face back. You know? I'll help you get your face back if you don't like it. I promise that that's a thing that we are able to do. Okay, so in the DIY kit, it came with like the solvent that you spray onto a towel. This just happens to be my Megumi towel from Jujutsu Kaisen, because he is just, how do I put this? He's just good. I think that he's just like a very likable character, and I don't need to explain my preferences to you, especially because your lock screen is another character from that same anime, and I should judge you for your choices. Okay, so let's go. No shade. So let's wipe off. I feel like, wow, it is so weird seeing you like this. But it's fine. Okay. So, I'm going to start. And you said you wanted the so let's start with the eyes. I'm gonna make sure that I follow the contours of your face. I'm gonna get really, really quiet because I'm so focused on not messing up your face, okay? Okay. I probably look so silly. It makes me think of, the mascara face that people make when they do their makeup. Okay, other side, we're just gonna do a little outline. And upper lid. And then the lower lid. Okay. Now I'm gonna go in with the other. In my little bag of tools. I don't think that they ever talk about in those videos how strange their clients might look without any of their features on. But how else actually? Okay, so then I'm gonna just go in with a more permanent marker. And get the details in. Okay. Alright. So, open, close, for me? Okay. See, I totally feel like I look like I know what I'm doing right now. Not that I don't, but like, obviously I'm an amateur novice, but like we dye our hair at home, we do so many things DIY now. Why not our whole faces? We don't need a professional. You can do like anything nowadays with just watching a couple YouTube tutorials. Okay, and what color did you say you wanted? Ooh, very, very striking. You're going to get all the attention. And we're just gonna put that in. You can close that eye now, like blink, but obviously now open. Okay, so open them wide, blink, make sure that everything looks and is working fine. Okay, cool. Now I have a wider pen that are gonna help me do your eyebrows. Okay. Do I need a ruler? No, I don't think I need a ruler. I can just use this to measure. That is how I do my own, actually. So we're just gonna measure you up. And I like to do these angles and actually mark. That will be the end. That will be the beginning. And you wanted like a little bit of an arch or no arch at all. Okay, so that'll be the midway point. And the other side, I'm gonna do 1 point here, 1 point there, and then right there. And I'm gonna take a thicker pen to begin with and just start, putting in the strokes of your eyebrow. This one actually isn't as thick as usual, but I don't want to go that crazy. Sorry, I don't know. I've been doing that a lot lately, just all the time. Maybe you hear me, like, just random times I just do it. And I, like, catch myself, and I'm just like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Okay. So. Do that. Okay. Looking good. I'm just going to do the finer strokes to make it look less, like, blocky and, like, you know what I mean? Like the way your hair actually grows. Okay. Yeah, I've been thinking about, like, maybe I need to go to, like, beauty school or something like that. That would be a dream. My aunt, however, when I mentioned it, brought up Grease, in particular the song Beauty School Dropout, and it made me quite upset. So maybe I won't do that, because I don't really want that. I don't know. But also, I think that we should stop. Okay. Also, I'm doing your nose right now. Are you set on your decision? Okay then. I will do it for you. So yeah. There are a lot of negative connotations associated with, like, I guess not going to traditional education and college and stuff like that. Which I think that's stupid, because college just isn't for everyone. Yeah. Okay. We might have to tweak that a little bit, just because, like, I don't know. Like, to me it looks fine, but you might have a different opinion. And also, it might look a little bit too similar to the nose you already had. Which I know is, like, not the point, but, like, I just kind of change it just so slightly. And I think it looks good, but you might want a different change, you know what I mean? Because you have a different opinion about how you want your face to look. Then we're gonna just do the outline for the lips now. Okay. And all right. Now this is something that I didn't, like, think about, but, like, would you want, like, permanent lipstick? Yeah. Like, I don't remember if that's something that the doctors talk about. However, like, you could totally have permanent lipstick on, and so you don't have to apply lipstick every single day. Or do you want just, like, normal? Oops. Okay, I can respect it. Let's come in. Okay. Go, like, okay. So you are looking fabulous, might I say. I just need you to check in on it for me. But then we can, like, tweak it a little bit. Maybe you can even, like, do a little bit yourself in the mirror. It's honestly so fun. And, like, I'm the type of person who, like, what do you call it? I like to do things myself, because, like, if I mess it up, it's fine, because I can just correct it or whatever. But like when someone else messes up something having to do with my face or my body, or like, I don't know, it totally freaks me out. So you're probably not the same way because you allowed me to do this, which, thank you. Very cool. So yeah, get to checking in and we can tweak anything.